This podcast is brought to you by Stratus Media Group. Been a lot of testosterone in this bitch.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. Check this out. Check. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Passing the Bar podcast, where we're a group of bartenders talking about the ups and the downs of the industry and all the social issues that we deal with. My name is Chris Pryor, and today I've got Evan.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And Steve.
Hey, what's going on?
Steve, you want to introduce our ladies?
I would absolutely love to. So these are two boss-ass bitches that I have the honor, privilege, and just absolute pleasure of working with. And I've got Ashley. What's up, Ashley?
Hello.
Oh, shit.
I would just like to say hello to the millions of followers that are listening to my radio voice right now. It's been a long weekend, and I do get a little tired after said weekend. So that's why I sound like I've been smoking since Nam.
So that is Ashley and the wonderful Brittany.
Hello, guys.
But yeah, so I have the pleasure of working with both of these amazing women over at Chick's Oyster Bar, which is in Virginia Beach off of Shore Drive. And
Intimately close.
Intimately close.
We're a great
Wife, don't
team.
listen.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
We are a great team. So why don't we let the listeners get to know you ladies? So Ashley, why don't you give us a little background of how you got into bartending and where you started? And
It's actually funny. So Evan here is actually, I literally think of you on a day-to-day basis when I still do bubble 1, 2, or bubble 2, 3, 4.
Same.
Bubble 2, 3, 4. And so I try to when I train new bartenders, you know, like we count, and I still think of you on a day-to-day basis. So I was 22 years old. I started at PF Chang's like back in the day, and I mean, you're wonderful. You trained me to do what I do today.
That's crazy. So I had to switch that at Yard House. So what I taught you when I got to Yard House, they're like,
Bubble 2, 3,
we don't
4.
do it that way here. And I was like, oh, okay.
So it's hard for
fuck
me.
All right,
Yeah,
what
but
are we doing?
that's how I did it
It's
originally.
hard to
Yeah.
explain. People are like, why do you say bubble? And I'm like, well, if you think about it, there's that bubble gap before it comes
it's that
out.
pause. It's
Yeah,
that initial pause.
It's not necessarily
But
a
you-
one.
True count, right? Yeah.
You could say 1, 2, 3, 4, but I just
Yeah.
say bubble 2, 3, 4.
Right. Because it's a little bit longer, and it makes that that little extension to...
Can I interject real quick?
Yeah,
so,
sure.
So currently I've been opening up the new restaurant, and training new bartenders is always
It's
fun.
tough.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
Whatever one you want to go with. Pour counts. I have veteran bartenders that don't fucking know their fucking pour count. And I'm sorry if you guys are listening, but you break an ounce down into quarters,
Yes.
Yeah.
and then you move from there. So an ounce is fucking 4, right? It's a 4 count.
Yep.
Yep.
Ounce and a
Bubble
half
2,
is
3,
6, 2 is 8. Like, you know, we can just keep going to fucking 12. You know what I mean? 3 is 12.
I love it.
If you say 3, if you say fucking, like, there's one way to do it, and that's only the way that makes sense, because you literally could not measure accurately any other way.
Right.
I think it's corporate versus mom and pop, though.
It is. Yep.
You know, because when there was a time at PF Chang's when they're like, use your jiggers,
Oh, God.
like
Yeah.
you have to pour a Jack and Coke with a
Right.
jigger.
Yeah.
And it's embarrassing when
Oh,
you're working
what-
at a high volume bar.
Right. It is. It is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then you work at a place like where some of the other places that we've worked, and they're not so strict and stringent about it, but your new place is the middle of both corporate
Right,
and non-corporate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're right.
And you have to be wary of liquor costs.
Yeah.
It's
Especially in a corporate setting.
more or less for my standpoint, like the cocktails that we have are like very intricate, you know what I mean, and the profiles can change very quickly if you go too far one way or the other way with like the amount of liquid that you put in there, depending on like what it is.
Right.
So like the Thai tea that we have, or this like Kamehameha, which is like a Thai chili with like mango puree and like Brugo Añejo rum. You know what I'm saying? Like she can get real boozy really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
And make
Yeah,
it like
boozy, yeah.
not enjoyable.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But anyway, so that's my only thing about port. Fucking, it's a fucking 4. Break it
Yeah.
into 4s.
But I love that you actually brought that up because every time I train a new person, I'm like, all right, so 2 ounces, how many counts? Because, like you said, it's like each count's a quarter.
It's like a 5 or 6, and it's like, how does that make that make sense?
Mm-hmm. No,
show
like
me
you said,
show me the
an
equation.
ounce is broken down into quarters.
Fucking Rain Man
Done.
over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's
Say
equations.
appreciation.
yeah.
just algebra up on the screen.
not to go off.
So you met Evan at the Yard House.
No,
P.F.
Chang, sorry.
P.F. Chang.
And then
Oh,
where'd
but
you go from
actually,
there?
before that, I met you at Malibu Max.
No. Oh, wow.
Oh shit!
Because
Oh, bad.
So I met you actually at Malibu Max,
Shit.
and that was when I was bartending over there. I was a bartender. That was in the
That
very
started the love affair, and then
it grew with me to
Right
run.
now, it's like, who's this Ashley bitch?
yeah. No, hey girl, were you good? Just you're a wonderful person. You're just such a great bartender, good with people. Like, same thing with Steve. I haven't worked with prior, but I'm sure you're the same.
He's all right.
Absolute asshole.
I'm sure.
I'm a piece of shit.
The best.
But yeah, so I only worked at corporate till a few years ago, and
It's a big difference.
I think that everybody needs a corporate background.
They do.
Like,
Yeah.
a
Just for a
corporate
training standpoint.
background does well for people.
It refines your skills. Is what it does.
It makes you remember that at the end of the day, people's gratuity is what pays our bills,
Right.
and it's how you have to behave.
Right, yeah.
And at the end of the day, we've got to be nice to people and do the right thing.
So on a flip side of that, so I absolutely agree. I think everyone should get corporate training.
Yes.
But on the other side, I'm going to now slow and introduce Brittany because she's one of the fastest bartenders I've ever seen in my life. And you worked over at Bayside as well. So if you want to give us a little background.
Well, actually, same way. I started corporate at Carrabba's. That's how I
Okay.
was trained, and then moved slowly over to Mahima's.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I started over there, and same concept. It was easy at first, and then it was like, okay, this is a little bit nonchalant because we also at first at Mahima's used jiggers as well. So at
I didn't know
and this
that.
was
Oh, at
also
first.
at
Okay.
first, I was 21, mind you. So this is now going 8 years. This is a little while ago, but yeah, it's definitely changed, obviously. But then I slowly I did Eagle's Nest, Bayside, Chicks now, and I ventured out, but yeah, it's definitely, I would say, a lot easier. But once again, the pour count and everything, I don't know.
Well, you see people just overpouring. You're like, girlfriend.
It's not.
Oh, my God.
Not enjoyable either, and it doesn't taste good. It's like hook me
Right.
up. No.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not like that. Give me a free shot or something, or my next drink.
Right,
I'd
yeah.
rather not. I don't know.
But it's also there comes a point. So
It
like
doesn't taste good.
when we worked at Chang's, it's actually funny. I've always said this. Chang's at that time, it's probably changed since then, but we consumed more Jack Daniels
Oh my God.
as a staff
Holy
than we
shit,
ever
we did.
sold at the place.
It was unreal.
But
It was.
so like then you see people that don't know what they're doing or don't care what they're doing, and you're like, damn, girlfriend, that dude ordered a fucking quadruple. Like,
Right.
okay, $27 drink.
So I'll say this. So about that, the boss at the time that when I was there, when I was just a manager, the general manager that was there,
It was a different time.
was a different time. But that kind of thing was because of the way
How many years?
man, that's a long time ago. Almost a couple decades. Anyways, anyway. So for me in the beginning, it's for me like
Do
because I was
not age me.
No. This is before your time there. But anyways, the thing about that Jack Daniels, became a tradition in the very beginning, and it came down to our liquor cost. And so we had a goal, and we'd always be 2 to 3% under that goal. And then said manager, I'm not going to call her out, who was incredible, would be like,
Yeah.
Lock,
She was good.
lock the doors. We're fucking drinking tonight, and you know what I mean. She'd start bringing out the Pierre Jouet and like say like fuck it, let's go guys, and, like pulling Vouv out, and we're like, are you fucking serious? You know what I mean? And then,
Veuve Clicquot?
so she's
man.
she's doing that, and everybody's drinking Jack Daniels or whatever they want. And there's about 12 of us there just having the best time. But she would be like, "This is because you guys are doing such a great job behind the bar, so we got a little bit of leeway to have a good time tonight."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
You're one of the first people that taught me about like hangover anxiety. I remember being one time, I'm like, I don't know what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah.
Like something's really wrong. And he's like, Evan was like, you just need to take a shot. Like you're good. I was like, I'm on the clock. He's like, no, you're good. Just
Yeah.
you just do
Yeah.
this. You'll feel a lot better. Your shift will be better.
Right.
And it was legit. Like I didn't
Yeah.
drink anymore, but it just gave me what I needed.
just to clear you out,
get through it.
Yeah, And it's not something that in a corporate restaurant you should do, but the truth is that I've had people that were just having like total anxiety attacks because of the way their night went and stuff like that. And I'd be like, here, come in here, Trista or whoever. I'd be like, just come talk to me.
Don't call her out like that.
There's so many Tristas. But anyways, but I would be like,
so many Tristas.
Come into the office.
I
let's just talk
personally
real
know
quick.
20.
And then I would say, and it's not normal.
I will be DMing her tonight.
But I say, it could have been her or somebody else. But I say, here, just take this with me, and then we take, add a couple little cappuccino cups, and then I'll be like, are you okay? And they'd be like,
that's why you were so
I'm
wonderful.
good. And then I'd be like, all right, let's go. Let's get back out there. And then that's it. Everything's back, and then back into the flames. Like, let's fucking do it. But
that's why I wanted to sit on your face.
Oh no, Nikki's not allowed to listen to this one. No, it's perfect.
You can't see it, people, but Evan's face got a little red.
Yeah, I did. Look like a strawberry.
I never did.
Like a damn strawberry.
no.
I never sat on that Hmong face,
Oh,
but
man.
If the option was there.
If you listen closely, you can hear the gong. Bong.
So I would say cheers to that.
Yeah, let's cheers to that. Welcome to the show, ladies. So happy to have you here.
Great. I turned red, got a little bit of a self-esteem boost.
I just drank too. I didn't have
Woo!
cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers, mates. I know you have to go back to work, Prior. I would have poured you on.
Nah, it's cool, man. I
love you.
Nah,
We can give you a little oyster shot.
it's cool. I'm living vicariously through you guys.
Yeah, and then that's it for me.
Do it.
Turn it up.
Oh, man.
I'm joking.
No, you're not.
All right, so as two beautiful women who get hit on all the time, every goddamn
can we talk
day
about
I
that
work with you.
for a second?
We're going to talk about it for at least 10 seconds.
I want to talk about it for a couple minutes. Go for it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So I got to ask you, ladies, because we get thousands of men each weekend that just come through, stop at Tiki because they love to see you and want to talk to you. What makes a great male guest, and what is one of the best pickup lines you've ever seen or heard?
I'll text you back immediately.
Is that the line?
That's the answer.
I won't ghost you, baby. Like, no, we were actually literally just talking about this last night. We were like, bro, shoot your shot. No one's hitting on us. Like, come on. Like, I think that men get the impression that female bartenders are getting hit on all the time. And sure, we're getting eye fucked from every directional angle. We're getting eye fucked from Mars, but no one is shooting their shot.
Yeah.
They
Right.
use the excuse that we're working really hard and that they don't want to interrupt us. But the best part about it is
They can wait.
Ashley and I like to say to our other customers, "You can wait. This is more important." Like, we'll stop what we're doing and we will hold a conversation with you. But
Brittany will be taking an order and I will come up behind her. I'm like, they can wait. This is more important. Like, and it's never affecting people getting drinks in an expeditious
us.
manner. It's good.
That's true.
But that being said, and Steve works with us, and we routinely.
I'm not gonna lie. There are certain days, and now that I've worked with these ladies, no, real talk. I know.
I'm not even
Time to
approaching
shift it.
them.
Oh my god! I'll see
Cheers.
this guy come in, like team guy, built, fucking mustache, and I just look at Ashley and I'm like, fuck.
yours.
Go sit on that face, girl. Like,
Make
literally,
daddy money.
Like, we routinely
hop in the
apologize to
Yeah,
Steve
exactly.
because we are like, look, we know that we suck when it's slow. When there's nothing going on, Steve is fucking holding the fort. He's the last defending man of the Alamo. Like, he is literally running the show. And then when it's busy, we come to.
Well,
we
I was just
going
gonna
to,
say,
right?
thank you
Like,
for that,
Yes.
vote of confidence. But I will say, when it comes to being in the weeds,
when it needs to be.
you ladies
yeah.
are so fucking fast. It's
fine.
ridiculous.
It's fine.
It's great. Yeah.
So, but there's money that's to be made in those in terms.
Well, and also,
but
Steve is not over here, Mr. Innocent. There are women that are multiple
Oh my
and
God.
the receipts that, oh my God.
He got a number last night.